Good morning, everyone.
We're at the airport.
We're at the airport. We are flying to the BVI's for the Odyssey Sailing Festival. Although flying there is going to take a long time because there's there's no direct flight from Olbia, so we have to fly.
We're flying from one island to another island, which means we're flying from Olbia to Rome and from Rome to Paris today. And then we're spending the night at Paris, and then tomorrow morning we're getting on another flight to St. Martin, and then we're getting on another flight to BVS.
Yeah, and then
4
we'll
flights.
be there.
2 days.
But we're super excited. It's going to be such an awesome week, full of our patrons and full of amazing sailors. So
they're letting us drive a catamaran.
Yeah, they are.
Like a 52-foot catamaran. I don't know who thought that was a good idea because we've only ever driven our little tiny monohull, but catamarans are easy.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
It should be fun. So we got a lot of travel ahead of us. And in Paris, we're meeting up with Andy, the organizer of this festival, and we're actually on the same flight from Paris over. So we're going to meet up with him tonight for dinner. But we've got a lot of travel, and none of these flights line up. So we got like big windows in between all of them.
Yeah,
and great.
And we usually travel quite light, but this particular time we have all these bags with us. All these bags, and we're checking 2 of them because we're bringing some awesome surprises for our patrons. But this is exciting.
It's Christmas, so Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, but we're about to go and check in and check our bags and head over to our gates. So see you there.
Rise and shine now, you're like nobody else. Go on and smile, it's good to be yourself. Feel the party rising in your skin. It's time, to begin again. Let's turn it up and let the music play. 'Cause honey, it's a brand new day. It's a
Ciao, grazie. Okay, we just made it to Rome. What's the situation? Do you want to explain what the situation is here?
The situation is we've got 4 bags with us, but because there was no direct or through flights, we have to go pick up our checked bags and recheck them for the next flight. So I think we're gonna leave Kika at the connection
lounge
and then go get the bags. I'll go get the bags, recheck them, and then meet her back in. So we don't have to do all this through security again.
Yeah.
Which means you're going that way and I'm going this way.
Okay, so we flip. All right, well, good luck, and then I'll see you in a few hours then.
All right, bags received. Now, back to departures.
Watch me get it live.
Ciao, buongiorno. All right, bags dropped off. Thank you. That's it. And we got our bag pickup tickets. Now back to security. It scared me for a second. Little miscommunication. He thought that I was checking in. I was like, she's already in security. That's not gonna work. And it was just checking the bag, so it worked out.
Super.
Right. Now we wait.
Good job. Boom. All right, round 2. Paris, here we come. Officially landed in Paris.
Arrivederci, grazie.
We have an overnight layover here before our next flight tomorrow morning. But because our flight is international, we're gonna pick up our suitcases, sleep here at a hotel, and then check them again tomorrow morning before our next flight. I don't know if we ever introduced these guys.
Is this what we're making introductions?
We're actually fans. We're just stalking these two.
Yeah.
You two
All
the
over
whole
the world.
time.
I know.
Across the Atlantic.
Oh, we made it. We are finally in our hotel room. It is late. We are exhausted. And tomorrow is a big day because we are flying across the Atlantic tomorrow morning. We're going to bed. Good morning, guys.
Just finished breakfast.
It's bright and early. And
8 a.m.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to head to the airport.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Andy to come back down.
They're here.
Oh, they're here. Yeah, we're waiting for the taxi, and then we'll help you. Yes.
Say hi to everybody.
Say hi to everyone. Cheese.
Just come direct from the ranch.
Yeah, I can tell.
Cowboy Andy.
It's nice. Yeah, we're just waiting for a taxi, and we'll head to the airport. We just landed in St. Martin. We have about a 3-hour layover, and then we're gonna hop into a smaller plane to head to the BVI's. Our flight's delayed.
Yeah, we just found out that our flight's been delayed by another hour.
Married to children.
The good news is when we arrive, we're going straight to the marina. They've got 2 boats there that we're staying on for these first 2 days before the actual festival starts. Us and all the other skippers are coming in early so we can help like provision boats and get briefed and everything. And then when everyone else arrives 2 days from now, we'll get onto the real boats. But we still get to stay on boats tonight, which I'm excited about because sleeping on a boat is just the best thing ever.
Yeah.
One more flight.
One more flight.
We got this. Everybody's filming the cute little.
That is the coolest plane, I think.
Well, this is super cool because we get to sit all the way in the front of this tiny little like 10-seater plane, and they don't close the cockpit doors, so we get to like see the pilots taking off, which is really cool. Welcome to Tortola.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Amazing landing.
Welcome to the BVI's. We made it.
We made it. We made it to our floating home for the next 2 days. We get to hang out on this boat while we prep for the rest of the adventure.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the real boats in 2 days.
Yeah.
So
This is a massive car.
I like it.
It's not even the
Home
base
sweet
of
home.
it. We made it. Successfully.
How you doing?
I'm exhausted. Everybody's already sleeping now, and tomorrow it's gonna be fun because people are gonna start arriving tomorrow, and then the day after, and then the event starts 2 days from now. And then we're going to move out of this catamaran because this is temporary housing, and then we're gonna move into our actual residence, which is going to be much better, much bigger, much scarier to operate. So should be fun. All right. On that note, good night. And do you have anything that you want to say?
I just want to say that like this bathroom is like the same size as Numa. I feel like. Yeah, I'm so tired. It's hitting me now. Like I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. It's been a lot of travel. I'm just really glad that we all made it. It's always like fingers crossed with Kika to get in these countries because we got the right visas, but then you never really know. But we're here. Our bags are here. Everyone's here. Oh, we're to bed.
Yep. Good night. While we are waiting for our patrons to join us on the catamaran this morning, let me quickly talk about this week's sponsor, BetterHelp. It is no surprise that mental health plays such an important role in our overall well-being. And this week is going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to be a lot. So this morning, before I even got out of bed, I had my appointment with my therapist because it doesn't matter if I am out of town or if I'm halfway across the globe, I can still talk to my therapist. My therapist is always around at my fingertips because BetterHelp's mission is to provide therapy that is more affordable and more accessible to everyone, no matter where you are in the world. Finding a therapist used to be so complicated, but with BetterHelp, it's so easy to connect with a therapist that is professionally trained to understand and assess your personal needs and well-being. Their platform is entirely online and completely remote, which makes it super easy to sign up. All you have to do is answer a few questions to assess your personal needs, and then you get matched with your personal therapist. And once you are matched, you can start chatting with your therapist anytime, anywhere that's convenient for you, whether it's in the comfort of your home, on your computer, or in the BVIs on a boat, on your phone or tablet, and you can chat on a video call or a phone call or even by text if that's what's comfortable for you. And the best part is if you feel like you don't have the right match, if you feel like you want to switch therapists, changing is so easy without any hassle, without worrying about insurance, without worrying about who's in your network or how far do you need to commute to find another office. Everything is at literally your fingertips. So if you feel like you're struggling or you just want to work on your mental health and just want somebody to talk to, then maybe consider online therapy with BetterHelp. You can check out the link below, betterhelp.com/sailinguma, and sign up for 10% off your first month. So thanks again, BetterHelp, for supporting our channel, and our patrons are arriving in a few minutes. So on that note, I will get back out there and continue getting prepped for this crazy week. So see ya. Guess who's here? You guys probably remember Maya.
And if you don't, where have you been?
You didn't give me any lines, so I have nothing to say.
No, yeah. But Maya's joining us for the festival, so it's going to be quite amazing. We're actually moving onto our boat today, and it's going to be a pretty badass boat because it's
Which boat did they give
huge.
us?
They're giving us a Bali 54, which is
like the biggest one on the fleet.
yeah,
I think it's the biggest boat in the fleet that we have for this festival, so it's gonna be cool.
And for some reason, we're in charge of it. Who had this great idea? Well, today all the skippers are arriving, which means today is the chaotic day. That's when all the prep work is happening. The boats are being cleaned, the sheets are being changed, the towels are being nicely folded. This is the part that most clients, most guests that come to the boat don't see because they only arrive to a perfect boat. But what really, the magic happens before, and it's really cool to be able to see the behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, so since we arrived 2 days early as part of this whole skipper meetup and to get all the meetings out of the way and get plans and figure out what we're all doing, we were staying in like a ex-charter boat, as in a boat that's not getting chartered this year because it's like been beat up for the last 3 years and it's a little rough. But we've been staying on that one. It did have air conditioning, which was nice. But now that our boat, the one we're actually skippering for this event, is almost ready, they're letting us move our stuff on board. So we're gonna head down the dock a few hundred catamarans further south onto our floating island.
All right, here we go. Hop on, I'll pass you. Yeah, we're to the left. is our room.
It's toasty in here.
Perfect. It's gonna be a great week.
Yeah, so by 3:30 we'll know which boats we can do walkthroughs, exactly where everyone's going to be sleeping, and then we'll be meeting up at 6 on Baxter.
This is Andrew. He is the mastermind, the magician behind
I like magician.
magician.
Yeah, magician
'cause
is good.
You make something happen out of nothing.
Yeah,
This is what this event is.
thank you.
Magic. So do you want to tell us about the Odyssey Festival? Why are we here?
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll tell you why I set it up, and then maybe that'll answer your question a
Yeah.
little bit, hopefully. So I've spent like the past 3.5 years like speaking to and interviewing, guys like you, and then other people who've like sailed all over the world and broke world records, like Laura Decker, Dustin Reynolds, these types of people. And I was like, it would be amazing if there was an event which people could actually enjoy sailing with these people. Because up to now, the only thing you could do from a social perspective was like the Annapolis Boat Show, which is great, but it's not sailing, it's a party. So I thought it would be amazing if we could get everybody together on a massive group of boats and basically just go out and sail around a bunch of islands. So I thought the idea was stupid at first. Then I started speaking to like a few charter companies. Quite a few thought it was also stupid. But this charter company, Navigare, they were like, yeah, maybe it's stupid, but it could be a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's give it a shot. And from that point, I was just like, let's just try and find like who are the coolest people who've been doing this for a long time. That's why I picked you guys.
Oh my goodness, we're cool. He thinks we're cool.
The cool kids.
That's cool.
But yeah, just people who've not necessarily sailors specifically, but people who like sail and cruise, and they experience what traveling around the world on a boat actually means and what it can do for you. Do you know what I mean? Like how it changes you and how it makes you feel. And like the opportunity for people to come and sit on a boat with Dan and Kika and like see how they live their life is way better than any boat show or any seminar or anything you could do like that.
Yeah.
So we've got 11 boats. I think the smallest one is a 47-foot Barley, something like that. And then the biggest boat is your boat, which is a 54-foot Barley.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get to sail boats like this. Like I would never be able to afford a boat like this. So many people couldn't. So it's a great opportunity to like experience what this is like, but you bring other people along the way as well, which is amazing, and everyone's so excited.
Yeah, and it's not, the cool thing is like a lot of the times when you have an event like this, or like a little yacht week, it's like 3 days, 4 days. But
Yeah.
this is 9 days of
Yeah,
sailing.
it's an experience.
Of like anchoring and partying and sailing and
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out with people and enjoying the sundowners.
First two people I actually asked were Brady and Alex from Cruisers Academy, but like Delos. They were actually the first people I watched who were like making YouTube sailing videos. Shortly after that, I started watching you guys when you were in Florida, because that was like 9 years ago
Yeah,
now.
9
Yeah,
years
that was
ago.
going back a long time ago. We've got Colin and Jamie from the Parlay Revival YouTube channel. We've got a couple of wonderful people, Erica and Warren. They have a YouTube channel called We Sail. We've got Glenn Shepherd, who is the skipper of Parsifal 3, that is the boat that takes part in below deck yachts or
Okay.
below deck sailing yacht. We've also got a Viking who I managed to find. You
Oh,
know
a
him.
Viking.
Yeah,
Yes, we all know the Viking
He's
we're
like
talking.
this 6.5-foot beast that also does some sailing. I'm terrified of him. I hope he's a nice guy. We'll see when he turns
He's
up.
a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, Eric is a
Yeah,
sweetheart.
and we've got a couple of really well accomplished sailors coming along also. So we've got Laura Decker, who was she is the youngest person to ever solo circumnavigate. She did that when she was 14 years of age. And then we've got the most recent addition to the Guinness Book of World Records, Dustin Reynolds, who is the first person to solo circumnavigate, who is also a double amputee.
Crazy.
And then we've got you guys also. You do some sailing.
We do some sailing.
Yeah, you do
a
some
little
sailing.
Bit.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the crew we've got.
That's an amazing. I'm so excited to hang out with everyone. And
Yeah.
all the boats are going to be all together. I think you said total we have 130 something people.
130 crazy people.
Have you sailed a catamaran before?
Yeah, I've sailed a few catamarans. I've done 2 deliveries. The biggest one was like a 46-footer. I figured it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Just fatter and longer. But
Yeah, this has got a bit more fancy stuff going on, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure
We
it
can
out.
sail boats.
Yeah.
It's fine, we can do it.
What's the worst that can happen?
Today we're getting all the boats prepped, all the skippers are getting used to the boats, they're learning all the systems, and then tomorrow at 12 we have a party over there where we've got a buffet. Everyone's going to be introduced to all the skippers and we're going to talk about the itinerary, and then 4 o'clock we're leaving this place. We're getting out there.
We're getting out.
And we're going to see it.
Well, we're gonna hop on our boat and get our briefing,
Yeah, it's necessary.
and then let the party begin.
Feeling fresh, feeling right on the money. So on point, so smooth like honey. Living it up, now have you heard? I'm on top, yeah, I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
It works on 110 only. Generator has to be running, or you have to be in shore power. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if it was the same like a car that you. Okay.
Here is your winch breaker,
Okay.
and this is your windlass breaker.
Well, we just finished our walkthrough of this monster island. We've got a pretty good understanding of how it all works. It's all the same stuff, just in slightly different places.
Yeah, for how big this boat is actually the systems are actually pretty simple.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's a
I
charter
really do
boat.
appreciate it. It's gonna be really crazy and intense and fun to drive this thing,
This island.
but I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be hectic because today is blowing, I think, above 20 knots.
5 gusting to 30. We're sailing on a beam reach for 6 miles.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, but most people are starting to arrive, and we've seen some bags getting delivered onto boats. So we are heading over to Peg Legs because we're having a big meet and greet there, and then we're moving on to boats and sailing out of here. So we are gonna head over to Peg Legs and go meet up with everybody.
All right, let's go.
Let's just have a great time. Right, so let's get over to the boats. 4 o'clock, we're going to be getting out of here. We're heading directly over to that island there, and then the drinks are flowing. Willy teas. Let's do it. Enjoy!
Feeling fresh, feeling right on the money. So on point, so smooth like honey. Living it up, now have you heard? I'm on top, yeah, I'm on top of the world.
A little bit more. We're sailing. Yay!
Yeah, I'm on top of the world.
All right, engine is officially off, sails are up, and we are off to our first destination. Odyssey Festival has officially started. See you guys when we're done with this week. So, cheers.
Let's ride, let's go. I'm gonna shake it till you can't no more. So high, so low. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. Tonight, let's roll. We're gonna shake it on the dance floor. Alright. Oh no, you know I hate to say I told you so. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. You make me fly so high that I can see for miles. Don't know how you got me dancing.
Today's our last day.
Today's our last day.
We're about to head back to the marina, and all these guys are taking us in.
It was
We're retired.
such an awesome week. And yeah, I think we've had a list of professionals behind us now. So we're not gonna do anything today. They're all gonna take us back home.
You guys ready?
Yeah. You guys ready?
Get ready, get your confetti, gonna celebrate right. Come on already, know we got plenty.
Go port side, so starboard side is black.
Derek.
At the helm today. How was your experience this week?
Well, you know, may you never meet your heroes. This is not true. These guys are awesome. Exactly like what you would think they are. The weather was awesome. We had a rainbow every day. If at all there was anything negative, it was that this boat has only diesel engines. But thank you. This was an experience, definitely.
I think when we had the strong wind in the beginning and actually sailing across back and forth and wondering if this boat can actually do this, that was probably one of my favorite experiences. Can't believe we're already going back, but amazing crew, amazing captains, really fantastic. Yesterday was really the highlight. Like, you know, we went for an adventure to swim to the baths and go climb around on the rocks, and then we ended up on the wrong beach. We ended up finding a road. Some guy with a rusty old truck like hauled a bunch of us down to where we were supposed to be, and then we got to the baths, and it was just the most amazing experience.
Would you do this again?
Absolutely. I can't wait for next year.
Fantastic. It was great meeting everyone on board, obviously Dan and Kika and all the other wonderful crew and our wonderful chef.
I got onto this charter with no expectations, and I'm happy to say that I checked off a lot of firsts in my life. I have no sailing experience, but after a week, because of Dan and Kika, I think I can say I have some words that I can throw out as if I'm a bona fide sailor now. Overall, I'm gonna miss this, but enough to keep me think of the upcoming sails with Dan and Kika and you guys.
Yay.
You can't put it into words, an experience like this. There's just too much. It's been so full of adventure, activity, learning. It's definitely been exciting to say the least. Like Derek said, you know, they tell you never to meet your heroes, but it turns out mine are pretty cool. Guys, incredible.
Well, this past week was such a blast. We had fun not only hanging out with our patrons, but also we enjoyed meeting up with all the amazing skippers that were part of this event. And if you are interested in joining us next time, definitely keep an eye out because we will absolutely do this again.
Yeah, but our time here in the BVIs also isn't done yet. We've got more fun things in store.
Cheers, guys.
First night.
First night.
But for that, you're just gonna have to wait until next week. So until then,
Cheers.
Cheers.